Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3's Black Ice, and of course we're playing as Germany. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You can also hit that like button, really do appreciate it. Okay, well, we are in a bit of a trying to think if we can do some of this stuff right. Let's move you here. Let's move all of you, well, here. We've got units everywhere, but let's move all of you this way too. Hey, Toy Jet, how you doing? And Eric's here. How interesting. How you guys doing? Okay, we are also going, well, let's put you on board boats. Put you on board boats. I'm doing well. Glad to hear you're doing good. Reshift some of these forces, but okay, long-range submarine classes have advanced. Nice. Grayed out, good, I guess. It says paratroopers, that's a fantasy badge. I guess we'll refit the 4th Panzer Division. That's what I was worried about. Everything's gutted from it, but okay. Bolivia. Well, if we can get Bolivia on our side, we're good. Right, guys? Okay. Didn't we specify that? Oh, it was... Okay. That's good. We'll actually promote von Manstein up, I think, even higher. We'll put Papa Hoth in charge of that. And we'll promote von Manstein up. Okay, well, what we need now is not Liebs. Let's von Lundstedt. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're gonna ignore this. Well, let's actually send this to Paris. He has a police unit. I guess what we'll do is swing him south here. And we'll see about adding a few more corps to it. Didn't I send a transport unit somewhere up here? I thought I... Oh, there he is. Where are you? Oh, you're there. You come down here. You should go fast. 21. Zip. Okay, what we're going to do here is... oh, he shouldn't be in charge of it. He's Luftwaffe and AA so, as well. Okay, he's a ranger here, so he's good in wood terrain. So what we're going to do here... Offensive. We're going to put him in charge here. We're going to turn this into a motorized light division. Let's move out the... Oh, what? No, you stay over there. There we go. And you go over there. I must have hit the top. Wrong one there. Okay, so now we have a motorized Jaeger division, and now we're going to have an armored Jaeger division. Why am I doing this? Am I just being silly? Well, what is pictured there is really more of what we're seeing up at the top there as a landing craft. It's a tractored boat. But Germany did, and I would say that they're about the first. They did, and they were mostly being prepared for an invasion of England. Some, I think, early experiments prior to the, whole Fall Gelb stuff. Some after it. Most of it ends up being used on the Eastern Front. Some of it is with tanks that are, at least theoretically, and I think testing, they were sealed up, watertight, so water wasn't coming in, or at least coming in too fast. And they had, floating, tubes that go up to the, like floats on the top that were, snorkels that bring in air for, the engines as well as the crew and take the exhaust out. Now, I know some tanks, including the modern Russian ones, still sort of do this with a small fixed snorkel. The Germans, what had been the West Germans, but now the modern Germans, they at least have a system that is in sections that you stick on top of one of the hatches that you can at least in theory climb up and down. So I always picture one of these tanks getting stuck under the water and then going and the engine failing, and then how do you get the hatch open underwater that you got to push against the water pressure? Yeah, I don't really trust that so well, but that's some of what they were doing in the period, as well as others that just simply had, like on a Panzer III or whatever, had floats on either side that they would attach that would make the tank float as much or more from the floats as well from whatever buoyancy within the tank itself, and maybe attached I don't know if they. I don't think the treads were enough. So attached a little propeller drive out the engine, and so sort of creating a little bit of a float tank. But so they were some of the earliest ones that were doing this, and so this is a experimental special purpose armor. What we see here is river movement, amphibious attack, greatly improved. Here, marsh attack is improved, marsh defense, marsh movement. So it doesn't have some of the other negatives that we would expect to see with armor. So that's why we're giving it to a light infantry unit. We'll send them down here. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm doing rather well. And so when we get to some rough areas like here or up here, particularly some of these special purpose armors, I think will be very useful within the Jaegers. And we can also see Jaeger infantry here. Yeah, lots of rivers. Now, the Germans did have a small tank deployable bridge, but not, I would say, anything that would get them across the river. More like get them across a big tank obstacle that was built into a defensive line, kind of thing that a normal tank just couldn't cross. But definitely nothing like the Rhine River, but even things that we would call small rivers or streams, wouldn't even get them across that. They definitely had lots of pontoon bridges, or a fair amount of them. I don't know, however you want to determine it, but we can see here, like marsh attack plus 25% versus what will we see when we let's look for a regular infantry regiment here. We're comparing marsh attack minus 5%. So we're seeing plus versus a minus. That's what these light infantry are really good for. Hey, Snowdrift, how you doing? Yeah, they used a lot of pontoon bridges. Pontoon bridges can be used, and they did use them coming across the Meuse and others that are against opposing forces, but really get to be problematical pretty quickly. Oh, shit, I just think I remember. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see if we can do this. Shift and shift. And then I'm going to give everybody a warning here. Okay. This is the problem. Because I'm playing fast, I've screwed up. When you have a command unit like this, and since it was removed by events, but it didn't remove the specialty unit here, it's now locked this in, and I think if I were to sacrifice something like this, we may just sacrifice this horse transport. What is more expensive to build? Horse transport for 35 days. Oh, that isn't very much. At 1 IC or an HQ at 49 days too. Okay, we can sacrifice a horse transport. I think we can get that out. You want to remove the horse transport, or the added units to one of these command structures that are going prior to it. Yeah, that's the thing. I would like the HQ to go away because I just don't need it. I guess I could rebuild some of the other elements to the HQ to have it come back. this Landau. Let's see, where are we? Here's Group A. There we go. And there it is. Okay. And so Papa Haas, I guess we'll give them to we'll give him to, oh no, wrong one. We'll give him to Guderian. Now we have a lot of divisions. Either, okay, that's another one that should have gone away, which I'm going to have to sacrifice. Okay, well, if I want my elite light infantry back, okay, we've got to sacrifice it. Detach. Ugh. Yeah, that means a few more. Yeah, need to build a few more transport brigades that I get to just sacrifice. And we don't need to keep these guys under them. Okay, they're gonna. We can still see we have a lot of partisan activity, so we'll move them down here. Now, I don't think too many of these, we're gonna have too many partisans pop up, but we can see the well, because of the partisan activities, we can see here a little bit better here. Black Ice, well, I guess that's not so bad. Well, what's the partisan? Well, 1-6. Here we might be able to see. Well, no partisan activity. What do we want to do for France? Military government is what we currently are under. Can't do collaboration government. We could try full occupation. Revolt risk jumps from 16 to 18, so 2% isn't bad. Local manpower modifier. Well, manpower, that's getting pretty. We are currently, okay, let's cancel this. We are currently in extended conscription. This whole money thing is so BS in my opinion. God. Daily descent. Well, we're going to go to service by requirement. I don't know that I agree with their. All of their things like descent and whatnot. So we'll have to go up to here. Like I say, I don't agree with a lot of this. I think it's a case of people becoming overly clever with ideas. Well, yes. I do build special divisions for anti-partisans. And we can see they mostly look like these things, an SD and a militia group. That normally does good enough partisan suppression and normally good enough combat stats to actually combat partisan units that do pop up. Garrison divisions are mainly like port defense for me. I have some lightweight ones, some little better ones. Damage, okay, yes. Okay, aircraft prototype evaluation. No, that isn't that one, obviously. What does it say it's under? Oh, here. There we go. Stop that. Right. Okay. So now we have. He's going to be under Clace group. No, this is not well organized. Trying to mostly get the armored units ones done first, organized into something. Okay, well, we've run out of least close to HQs. Thank you, David. I do appreciate that. Arno is just being a really good moderator and trying to poke everybody into doing the right thing, as it were. And I do appreciate all of Arno's efforts. If Arno got paid, he definitely deserves a pay raise. Unfortunately, he doesn't get paid for all of his wonderful work here. But, well, can't have everything. Okay, where's Schweppenberg's command? Which is, oh, Gross Deutschland's way out there. Way out there. Oh, well, they won't make it in time, I don't think. I wish I moved them faster, but I'm just super confident in our ability to attack. Yeah, they could do better. Thank you, David. Yeah, no, Arno is a great moderator. I don't know, just moving them this way, I guess. Okay, well, let's not be entirely stupid about this. Let's get some forces to the front line. I know these are panzers in the mountains. They're just going to have to do. No terrible. Okay, we have a couple more of these sort of understrength garrison forces. Okay, we're going to stick you down here, I think, and we're going to then, yeah, let's get a junk commander. I guess we'll live with a faceless, nothing of a commander there. Well, let's put the other one over here. We need some more forces in Amsterdam, where we're going to get invaded there, I suspect. So, we need a few good divisions in the West, but not lots, I don't think. Well, let's put some of these HQs that we have nothing better to do with over here, too. Make everybody think there's more of a divisions here. Roll mops. Don't know what roll mops are. I guess it's a Dutch thing. So once at least these sort of units that are nearby get into position, we'll be invading Yugoslavia. Okay, Germania disbanded, which it wasn't. But what they're saying is it's going to be disbanded to create a new division, and it did get transferred to another division. I know that. And I do believe it's Vinking that it gets transferred to. But we have units up here that have made it. Okay. Let's send you, I guess, this way. Face off against the Soviet threat. Capital ship AA. Control computers have advanced. Very nice of you to do so. I guess that's that one. It's grayed out. Right. Oh, well, I guess we need to be in technology anyways. Let's see about improving some of our transports. Our landing craft type thing. Speed, defense, invasion speed, I should say. Max speed engines. I like increased max speed. Keep them out of enemy. It's fish. Okay. Well, I guess this guess this is going to get used as an HQ again here for some of these other units. Not what I wanted, but oh well. He's coming now. Slowly, but whatever. Light bomber prototype. Okay, now I think they're, well, I don't know if enough is the right term, but there's a bunch of supplies that have made it to the area. I'm going to try to do this without much in the way of, oh, we have air units down here that I set down that I don't think are operating at all. Let's get them to strike. In support of the Italians. No, that isn't very good. Let's move you down to here. So we're hitting them along with some Italians. The Italians somehow are sort of holding out, I guess. I do think the British are a bit overpowered, at least compared to historically, though they, of course, did well. That is grayed out as well, so we will move this over. We are pushing ahead mostly on fighters. Okay, David. Have a good evening with your friends. I guess it's evening. I don't know if you're doing morning heavy drinking, but either way, have a good time. Okay, what is our revolt? Our revolt risk out here is green, green, green. So let's take one of these guys and send him out here. We have, oh, an SSVT inspector. I guess he's going to stay there, but he should, yeah, attach to that. Okay, well, what you're going to do is march up to here. You're going to march to here. Now, these forces were always meant to eventually come out here to garrison against attacks. They're maybe not great forces. Well, I mean, always meant by my use. But there are requirements to keep a certain number of divisions in the west. So let's move a couple of these railway anti-partisan units, or railway units, use them as anti-partisan. Oh, okay, whatever. Himmler's train. We really don't need them guarding. Oh, Yugoslavia wants to buy. Okay, well, sure, you can start production. Well, I think we're going to end the episode here, not the live stream, but the episode. Thanks, everyone. See you next time for more